Buy with confidence is the Triple J Advantage. 1 year maintenance, 1 year tire and rim protection, key replacement, and $700 coupon book with every new vehicle purchase. Only at Triple J, customers first.
Let's talk about your project. Beauty with a Purpose, again, is the whole mission of Miss World Guam. And each of the girls has to pick a nonprofit to kind of represent on that journey to the crown. And also, I know that you girls stick with your projects. Yes. So what was your nonprofit of choice?
Mine was the Down Syndrome Association of Guam.
Oh my goodness, I love them.
I love them so much. And I actually have a family member who is a part of it. So it was extra special. And I'm interested in doing sign language as a career. So, you know, like, I thought that I had a great connection with both of them, because usually people who have Down syndrome,
they're sensitive to noises.
Yeah, they are. So they use sign language. And I had a really big connection because I love sign language and I have a family member, and I just think that they were even telling me that, you know, not a lot of people usually choose them during the pageants. I was just like, I just felt a great connection to them, and we raised money for them, and we had a fun day. So the money that I raised for them, they used it to rent trolleys. So all of the kids they all got into the trolleys.
The red trolleys.
Yeah, and they were waving with their Down syndrome flags, and it was so beautiful. Like, I was bawling in the back of the trolley. Like,
oh, the makeup is running.
They were like, come to the front. I was like, I can. I was just like trying to wipe the tears away because it was so beautiful, and like, you know, to work so hard and raise money for these organizations, I feel like sometimes you can forget, you know, what you're really doing it for. But it just seeing all your hard work and the joy that you contributed, it was amazing, and it was like one of the best experiences that I've ever had in my life. And I still talk to Vicky. Shout out to Vicky.
Shout out to Miss Vicky.
I love you, and it's such a beautiful organization. Yeah.
I'm totally familiar with them at KUAM.
They're such beautiful people, and I'm really blessed to have had, you know, interactions with them. I don't know.
And they love hugs.
They do. I love hugs too.
Felicity is one of our friends from the Down Syndrome Association. She loves hugs, and you can't not love them. They were just such wonderful people to be around. What was the hardest thing for you to learn on your road to the pageant?
That's a really interesting
Was it like the walk? Did you have a coach? You know,
I did.
Oh, you had a
shout out to Naomi.
Naomi, yes. Naomi is definitely on the pageant scene. She's like a pageant fairy godmother.
Yeah, she is. She helped me with so much, and just focusing really mentally and on self-confidence. I think that was the biggest thing that she helped me with, because I think anyone could get lost in it, because we like to brand it as a competition, you know what I mean? And I think that it was so important to keep it in my head that, you know, these girls are not competition. And I'm not saying that like, oh, they're not competition. I mean it as, I shouldn't view them as people that I need to like take out
or feel threatened by.
Yeah, I think that it's so important to be friendly and to be genuine, because if you do end up winning, then you know that you won because you were a good person. And I just believe that when you're nice and you're genuine and you have the best intentions, that will always be rewarded. And if you were mean and nasty, that will always come back to you. So I just think that, you know, it's better to lift each other up, because it's an experience of a lifetime. You will have
you
friends
won't forget
forever.
it.
Yeah. Wouldn't you rather have fun and be friends with people than just be like, oh, I hate
And I'm still friends with my pageant sisters from like 4 years ago.
Exactly. So it's like, you don't want to harbor that bad energy with anybody. You want it to be a great experience. So
how many girls were you?
Yeah, we had 11.
11. That's actually a very big group for Miss World Guam.
Yeah.
So how many we're hoping for this year?
Oh my god, my stomach scares me. I'm hoping to get a little bit more, maybe like
13.
Yeah, 14 maybe. If you guys are interested, it's a great experience.
Again, the pageant, I was gonna say competition, the pageant is in October.
Yes.
You'll be handing over your beloved crown.
I will be passing the crown down.
Tell me about pageant night. You know, for me, the reason why I watch pageants the way men watch sports.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
And I watch it really for the Q&A, the question and answer round. Do you remember your question? Your final question?
Oh my gosh. It's so hard for me. I was so nervous in that moment. I can't even, like, you know, when you're just so nervous that you just blank like you just go blank. I really was like, oh my god. I was shaking. I was so nervous. The spotlight was on my face. I was just freaking out. I think it was, I can't remember honestly.
Because you spend so many times to prepare. You practice all these practice questions, and then the night of, you're like, oh my god, is this a question I've been prepared for?
Yeah.
So was it a question, do you remember if it was a question you prepared for?
I think that was one of the hardest questions. I think it was something about, what would you say to someone who didn't know about Guam?
I think that was it.
Yeah.
That was your question.
So I think that one I did not prepare for at all. So
do you remember anything you said?
I know that I said that, and I still believe that this is very true, that Guam is more than a strategic location for the military, and I believe that's so true. We sometimes they categorize just, oh, this is Guam, the bases are there, like all of these things, but we are people rooted in really we are very cultural people. We are deep rooted in that, we grow up with all these values, and we are more than just that,
And this is something that rings true today, like you were saying,
yes.
Especially with efforts to decolonize.
Mm-hmm.
This is something that this conversation has definitely been louder.
Yeah, and I really appreciate people who are taking a stand for these kinds of things, because I feel like so many injustices have been served to us for the longest time. So it's really beautiful for people to be taking back their voice nowadays, and just speaking up. I think that right now is the best time to speak up.
Buy with confidence is the Triple J Advantage. 1 year maintenance, 1 year tire and rim protection, key replacement, and $700 coupon book with every new vehicle purchase. Only at Triple J, customers first.